Well, it's great to be here, especially under these circumstances. We come here today to remember and reflect on the events that took place here on this hallowed ground 5 years ago today, and to honor and pay tribute to all those individuals that participated in the rescue of the Quecreek miners. Well over 100 groups, totaling more than 700 individuals, at least the ones that we could record, comprised of state agencies, federal agencies, drilling companies, pump companies, coal companies, contractors, excavators, vendors, engineering and surveying companies, and many, many, many volunteer organizations. Too numerous to mention every one of them. Contributed to this rescue. It is truly a great example of teamwork and demonstrated what can be accomplished when everyone works together. I think if anything can be echoed, it's that point. We were fortunate to have the best mining professionals in the country on site, and the leadership skills provided by Governor Schweiker and Secretary Hess in dealing with the complexity of the situation. I can't say enough about the expertise and professionalism shown by all parties involved in the rescue, especially when you consider the extreme pressure everyone was under and the urgency of the situation. As a result of the efforts of all involved and the critical decisions made by those in charge, with God's blessing, 9 trapped miners were returned to their families. I'm very proud of the mine safety program in Pennsylvania and thankful for the commitment from Governor Rendell and Secretary McGinney to protect our Commonwealth's miners. We are committed to do everything we can to safely return our miners to their families at the end of each shift. You know, I reflect on 5 years ago, and we talked a little earlier about, you know, sometimes it seems like yesterday, sometimes it seems like a long time ago. I don't think there's a day or a week that goes by that Quecreek isn't mentioned in conversation. What was done here is truly history. Myself, 38 years in the mining industry, 23 with the state, have been involved in a lot of bad things. When people get hurt, seriously injured and killed, and involved in some mine fires and so forth. First time that I was really involved where we had miners trapped, and really not the norm. Usually it's a fire or an explosion. But I know in my 38-year career, which is winding down, this will be the high point of my career. That roller coaster ride for them 4 days probably took some years off my life. Very stressful times, but I can tell you that when all 9 miners were found to be alive, that you describe a feeling or an emotion that you feel, and it's indescribable, the feeling. And I think the points that Mark were hitting on, a family, I think if anybody didn't believe before they seen what happened here at Quecreek, and you walk away not believing after that, there's got to be something the matter with you. I can't say enough about everybody that was here at the site. No matter who it was, whatever you asked them to do, they didn't question it, they just did it. And although everybody had their doubts throughout the rescue, I think that everybody in the back of their mind had held out hope. And again, I mean, it just really demonstrated what can happen when people come together for a common goal. And just really a sensational feeling, and just a great time. So anytime I come down here, I'm still the director of the Bureau, and I'm still responsible for mine safety throughout the country. So I spend a lot of time up here in Somerset, and anytime I come down this way, it seems like the old car just seems to want to pull in here at the site. And a lot of memories here, and a lot of good friendships, and anytime we can get together and renew some of those friendships, it's very, very rewarding. And those friendships will last with us to our graves. So, but we still have a job to do, and that's to protect our nation's miners. And in Pennsylvania, that's my job, to try to work towards protecting the Commonwealth's miners. And we're going to do everything we can here to make sure our miners go home every day. And that's the bottom line. We do a lot of things. We're an enforcement agency, and we do a lot of training, and we certify individuals, and we investigate situations. But the bottom line is that every day, at the end of their shifts, our miners can go home, whether they're coal miners or rock miners, whether they're working on the surface or working underground. And I'm very proud of our record here in Pennsylvania, and we're going to work hard to keep that record. One miner that loses his life is one too many. And at this time, I'd like to have everybody just bow their heads and take a little moment to reflect on all the miners that have given and paid the supreme sacrifice to make this country what it is today. Without our miners, the country would be in a dire straits. If you can't mine it, you have to grow it, and that's just the way it is. If it wasn't for mining, we'd be in a heck of a shape, and I think that we need to reflect on all the people that have paid the ultimate price, and at this time with what's going on overseas, I think we also need to reflect on all those individuals that have paid that ultimate sacrifice for our well-being and our freedom. With that, again, it's great to see everybody. I hope everybody enjoys the day, and I hope we never forget Quecreek, because there's an old adage, history will repeat itself. Well, this history here, if we ever do have situations or accidents, needs to repeat itself. It was great what took place here, and very proud to be part of it, and very proud of all the people that participated. Thank you.